Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Crack What's Poppin'. It's D. About to react to this honest vid. It's titled Money Long Exposes the Industry. Period. Put them on blast. This is what we're here for. Let's keep the trend going of exposing things. I'm here to take it all in. Let's hear what you got to say.
For those of you that don't know, Money Long has been in the industry for an extremely long time. She was first introduced to us as Priscilla Renee. She got a record deal after she skyrocketed in popularity on YouTube. This led to the underrated classic Dollhouse and her debut album Jukebox in 2009, which was not a success, but her work paved the way for her to make a lucrative career out of arguably her most gratifying gift, making a catchy song. She had and still has hooks for days. Her knack for melody is one of one, and she's written for all your favorite pop stars, Rihanna, Madonna, Ariana, Mariah.
Oh, let's hear. Let's see. I don't know any of these songs. Ooh, I don't know any of these songs. My Last by Big Sean. How does that go? Like I do it. I don't think that's that song. Sure, yeah, pop for sure. I don't know any of these songs.
Sabrina Carpenter, Selena Gomez, the list quite literally just goes on and on.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's been a part of an
Some of them I've heard of course, like California King Bed, but I still can't tell you what that song sounds like.
Generation soundtrack. In 2019, she rebranded into Money Long to give herself a fresh start. And initially, she was independent, so she did a lot of groundwork. Hours and hours took off and she got signed to Def Jam. Ever since then, she's been one of R&B's biggest breakout stars, despite having just as long of a career as many of the vets. Money Long has since gone on to be more vocal about her treatment as a songwriter when she was in the background, and how people have tried to take advantage of her and did in many cases, ranging from people using her voice, giving her songs away, and being expected to write songs for other artists while not getting the respect she deserves. I've seen so many stories of artists having to fight to keep a song that they wrote, which is insane to me to wrap my head around. Sierra said this about her song Goodies. Her label Jive was trying to give it to Britney Spears, and she had to fight to keep it.
Britney Spears. Oh, they were just trying to... I heard...
Oh, I would have hated her on that, to be honest. Just me personally. What? That is such a Sierra song, Up and Down. I mean, obviously, I'm associating with her because, that's all I've heard. That song sung by is her, but I just can't picture Britney doing that song.
Heard about this, and I was like...
Because it's like a hip-hop, very hip-hop, trap-inspired R&B song, so it would have just been so out of place. Like, what?
You know what? I know Britney wasn't the one trying to take my songs. Yeah. Because I love Britney. I want to say that, okay? We all love Britney. Yeah. But at that time period, that was their plan, right? That was their baby. They had her for so long. So, of course, I'm this new artist. And the song is pretty amazing. Goodies was knocking. No, they know. So I understand why, But I'm like, no. When I understood it, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But that was my baby. That song, Goodies, was where everything began for me.
On the other hand, A. Marie mentioned that she had to leak one thing to the radio, so Jennifer Lopez couldn't get it. It's insane that artists have to fight so hard to keep a song they helped create, to keep it from...
Now, I could hear J-Lo doing one thing, for sure.
...going to a bigger name that had nothing to do with the creation of the song. Obviously, music is a business, and wanting a bigger name on a song is normal.
Not that she would have sounded good doing it, but I could see her on that.
But it just feels so morally wrong that those artists who created the song have to fight tooth and nail to keep the song that was initially written for them. And also, it strips the smaller artists of an opportunity to have a breakthrough. Like, imagine if Sierra never got Goodies, or A. Marie never got One Thing. Those are big breakthrough moments that their careers would not look the same without, and may even not exist without. But I say all this to say that Money Long's experience is not unique, but it's interesting to hear the behind-the-scenes stories directly from the source. She first made a video about Atlantic Records, allegedly asking her to write soulful-sounding songs for non-melanated artists, which I think at its core is a systemic issue. People wanting black music but not from black artists. It's a tale as old as Elvis. Also, consider the fact that Money Long had negative experiences in the industry as a black woman, being promised things and her being removed off of songs she wrote and given to white artists because she wasn't deemed profitable enough to sell them herself. She has written music for literally every race. In this case, I think she takes issue with the optics of a label specifically requesting soulful songs for non-soulful artists. I think the issue at hand is about black artists not having the same luxury to be easily accepted by all music communities, being met with a form of resistance and having a higher likelihood of being pigeonholed, while white artists just get to float between genres, and if it's decent enough, they are met with praise and success. She's clearly fed up with the unfairness that has followed her.
Fuck no. And I'ma stand on that.
Okay.
And they can get in my DM. You can get in my DM all you want every day.
In her following video, Money Long revealed that Atlantic Records gave Pitbull the hit song Timber without her permission and made her re-record the chorus because Kesha wasn't able to hit the right note in the song. Ooh. Kesha does sing on the song. However, Money's voice assisted hers. She claimed they refused to pay her and Kesha's mother was trying to get 2% publishing on the song, even though she had no involvement in it.
So I didn't expect that last video to go so crazy like it did. I feel like it warrants a little bit of context, specifically Atlantic Records. I'll name you 3 times that this has happened.
Where's her eyebrows? But I'm listening.
So this is the first time. I'm gonna do a second video, I'm gonna do a third video. First time, I write a song. The song is called Timber. Love it, they fall in love with the record. Me and Brianna had a great time in the studio writing a song. Brianna's also. They're like, oh, we wanna give it to Flo. As in Flo Rida, oh my God, like this is incredible. I don't know what happened. The song ended up on Pitbull. About 2 weeks before the song gets ready to come out, they hit me up saying, hey, Ben, I'm not gonna say your last name, Ben, who used to work at Atlantic, calls me and says, hey, we need you to come cut some vocals. What does that mean? In my mind, you need my voice on the song. Cool. They still haven't said anything. So I go,
girl, this is too many side notes, and I'm not stopping to read all these. I'm gonna just listen to what you gotta say.
And I'm hearing somebody else's vocals on my song. I'm like, what is this? I'm hearing this part. Woo. When I wrote it, I said, whoa. Where the woo came from? They're like, oh, well, you know, she couldn't sing it like you. So we had her change it to woo. And now we want you to go in and sing the woo underneath her. Because your vocals are underneath her on the hook, on the whole song. And so if you don't sing the woo, it's going to sound different. And we need to have the same feel. That's the problem that I have. You want it to feel a certain way, but you want it to look
white
that way, but you want it to feel this way. Nah, player. I didn't get paid, among other things on the business side that just were not handled properly. Not to mention, later on, there's a copyright claim on the song. Said artist's mother was trying to get publishing on the song, and she didn't write it. Not one word. Yeah, song came out. The rest is history. The only reason why I was even in the studio, because my Karen bought me flowers and sent me on vacation, because that's the only way that he could get me to show up, because they always do stuff like this, specifically Atlantic Records.
I find this story so fascinating, just hearing the behind the scenes of how much goes into a hit, and also very troubling given how much songwriters are just not given their respect. This reminds me of a recent incident where singer Talisa revealed that Scream and Shout by will.i.am and Britney Spears was taken from her. Talisa shared, I got a call from will.i.am saying, listen, I want to take this record. Will you give it to me? Basically trying to do everything legitimately. I want to put Britney on it. I want to release it around the world. It'll be amazing for you as a writer. And I said no, she said. Talisa penned the song and wanted it to be a big record for her own project. She found out the song had been taken from her once it came on TV, so she wasn't even given a heads up. Her voice is also utilized on the record, which is likely why Britney is singing in a weird British accent on the song. Talisa is British. To make matters worse, she was left uncredited on the song and had to sue to get her royalties and credit.
Damn.
She did, however, clarify that Britney has nothing to do with the situation. She probably didn't even know who Talisa was until a story came out that X amount of the record has now gone to me, she said.
This is going to be my next single, I can't give it to you. I need a follow-up from Young. Just casually sitting at home and there it was on the telly. You know, and
That's
Britney,
how you found out?
Yeah, Britney's just singing and I'm like, is that my voice on the record that she's singing over? You know, when you're in the club, all eyes on us, you can hear it. My vocals are on the record, so she's singing on top of me. That's why she's got the British accent. And so yeah, it started the long process of another legal case, which, you know, amazingly, thankfully, turned out in my favour. And actually, now I don't complain about it because royalties are good.
And honestly, with how prevalent social media has become, I encourage these stories. Songwriters are still in the background, but they have some form of leverage with social media. Obviously, it's not safe for everyone because retaliation can play a big part and destroy the livelihood of an up-and-coming songwriter.
Yeah,
but when you consider a lot of
career.
songwriters over the last decade have also become full-blown breakout stars in their own right, there could be a bigger conversation on the horizon. Obviously, money is a part of that change of songwriters becoming breakout stars, but so are artists like Victoria Monet and Ray. And I'm sure in general there are a million stories about songwriters being taken advantage of by artists, labels, the middlemen, producers, and anyone else. And I do think there needs to be a significant change in that form. So more power to Money Long for standing up for what she believes in because she is now in the driver's seat and has all the power to help force a change in the industry.
Crazy. These labels are snakes. Like, they will do you so dirty and just hope and assume that you won't sue. So shout out to these people who are going forward with these lawsuits. And it said that her lawsuit took 5 years. That's wild. But she eventually got paid. She got what she was owed. But yeah, they're so trifling. It's like, I like what you're doing, but we don't fuck with you like that. We got this other artist that it will be better for. So give me that. What? Crazy. I'm glad Money Long is exposing this. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.